strangest addiction. I could say I'll quit without any conviction. Broke my own heart this time for believing that a ghost could find a body alive that hasn't seen the other side. So don't call me, I'll find something to escape my mind. What's the cause when there's no love lost between us? So burn the letters, there's a tragedy in every ember. In every ember. In every ember. In every ember. There's a tragedy in every You are my strangest addiction. I could say I'll quit without any conviction. Broke my own heart this time for believing that a ghost could find a body alive that hasn't seen the other side. So don't call me, I'll find something to escape my mind. In every ember, there's a tragedy in every ember. What's the cause when there's no love lost between us? So burn the letters, there's a tragedy in every ember. In every ember. In every ember. In every ember. There's a tragedy in every We stand and watch the world go up in flames. We fight for love until we die in vain. When the sky is getting dark and we're broken in our hearts, when we build our own demise, from the ashes we will rise. When the world is falling down, will you be my solid ground? When the world is falling down, will you be my solid ground? Be my solid ground. We look off the edge till the waves come crashing in, and we say our goodbyes to the tides that might have been. When the sky is getting dark and we're broken in our hearts,
trying to... Hello, Sean. I feel pretty good, honestly. Like, I think so far the trials have been going really, really well, and we've only had to cut a few players, which is really, really good. Yeah, so far looking so good.
Wonderful. My mic was muted, so I'm going to remind everybody. AmogusFan is here, Doc is here, Ezlyfe's here, Kelzyy's here, Rayzy's here, and Skullhurler's here. My whole intro disappeared. That's okay. We have technical difficulties sometimes. We just work through them. Skullhurler, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
So you've been watching from the sideline. You been in the watch parties that's been going on? I've seen them in the Discord while we've been playing.
Yeah, I've been watching every game.
Yeah, so...
It's been a couple of interesting games.
Oh, yeah, just a few. Some crazy back and forths. Some crit Olaf, speaking of AmogusFan.
Yeah, a lot of intense plays, a lot of throws, a lot of Baron Ardana Q steals. Crazy.
Yeah, there was some heat in the... I joined the chat with Blazem afterwards. I was just going to go in there and play some games with him, and he was really heated. He's like, the caster said I didn't need to flash in, but I had to. I had no idea. He was like really heated about it. I'm like, it's okay, dude. It's fine. Shit happens. Don't worry about it. It wasn't that big a deal. AmogusFan, you were in the Discord call when all that was going down.
Hello? Is that my cue?
That's your cue, that's your cue.
Yeah, okay, alright.
I mean, yeah.
He was genuinely smoking. He got in...
Oh, he's in the chat too. Twitch chat. What up, dude?
I think he messaged me on League after like a solo queue game. He's like, fuck, I'm still bad at the casters.
It was like a split-second thing, to be fair to him. Like, right as the queue was going out was when he flashed. Like, it's not like, oh, I took it, I may as well flash in afterwards. No, it was simultaneous. He had no idea. It's fine. I'll give him that one. I'll give him his little notch on his belt. Shit happens.
I feel like he freaked out. Because the queue gave him vision anyways, but he still flashed in there.
No. He was going over it like in slow motion, and it was pretty much the same time. So I'm gonna give the point to him on that one.
I don't hate the flash. However, it's really funny because I hate it he gets. So I'm gonna keep saying he hinted.
It's more fun to say that he hinted, so we're gonna go with that story. That's the best way to go forward with this, I think.
Good.
So how do you think you and your team have been going so far, AmogusFan?
Oh God. I think Jade Dragons is going to become the strongest team on the out of these, and I know it's like a very hefty statement to make, but I think we have some really strong players, and it's been true of us that in our first game ever, and in our first game of the series last night, we started off from behind. We picked early all-in engaged comps, front to back. Started out negative gold and couldn't recover, and that was really rough. And we weren't looking so hot. Then we got on some power picks. We started to play like a team, and were completely unstoppable, even by Cavalry, which are regarded on paper as being a really solid team. So I think Jade Dragon's going to become a immovable force, and should I forget to say something about Rock and Shield.
Have you written all this down? Is this a script that you're reading off of?
Nope.
You practiced this one in front of the mirror a couple times.
He's been thinking about it all day.
Dude, he has practiced. That's like the 100th time he said that in front of a mirror, just to make sure that he's all good. That's what he says to himself while playing Crit Olaf top lane. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable.
That's what I say when my death time is ticking down.
Yeah. So, Among Us fan, did you know that League of Legends is most often played in color?
Really? Shit.
That's the usual experience for the majority of players who play this game.
Wow.
I think they're missing out. I
I
think
didn't
they're getting overload.
It's not usually the 50-50 experience that you're used to. But anyway. So, you've played against how many teams now? 3 or all 4? You going through the whole list?
I've played against Knights and Cavalry. That's it. Haven't played against Starcasters. I've only watched the games.
Who do you think is the best, besides you?
Out of those, I think Cavalry, 100%. And Cavalry's an incredibly strong team in every lane.
I reckon so too. I reckon I have no idea how you guys won that best of 3.
I'm the best.
You win, I'll have.
I was scratching my head the whole time. I thought it was going to be 2-0. And it probably should have been, but that's okay. You guys won. Congratulations.
I thought it was so good that they actually played themselves and they lost.
So, out of all, there's like 20 people. Do you have a standout player, do you think?
A standout player.
You can say yourself.
No,
You'd be wrong, but you can say yourself.
I'm not going to be that guy. Honestly, I think if you say that no one gets banned, I think like Doc is just the best player because his Darius spacing is perfect, and he's completely unbeatable in lane on any champion.
Top
And
lane
that is
bias,
disgusting.
top lane bias. Good,
However,
good. Yeah.
if you ban that Darius out, I think the best players are Worgen and Dollop. They perform really consistently on a million different champions. Whether they start out ahead or behind, it doesn't matter.
I reckon Walker's pretty good, but I think you're wrong on Dollop. Anyway,
All right.
You know what? Let's go down the list a bit more and start opening up the floor to a few more people. Doc, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What up, dude?
Nah, I'm doing good, yeah.
What do you reckon? Apparently, you're one of the best players. Do you agree with this? Your Darius is OP.
Honestly, up until now, since Aerodile, he introduced me to this org, and he said, I'll be able to meet a lot of, good players and have a lot of opportunities to face against, some OP, top laners. So, yeah, why not? And when I actually joined, I was a bit of, surprised. AmogusFan, he's good. And, the most OP thing about him is he knows how to use the champ at the right meta. So the Olaf, yeah. And until now, I still have to find out the way to counter against Olaf, and still doing all those research.
You've been researching Olaf? Oh my god.
Yeah.
And saying Q.
Oh no. So you said Aurelial invited you to the org, right?
Yeah.
And he said his introduction, he said that you'd be versing good players.
Yeah.
Were you disappointed when you got put up against Envy?
To be honest,
Considering he said that you'd be playing against good players and then you got Envy, is that...
a bit. Yeah, a little disappointed.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It was pretty nice of Razy to allow him to play, so...
It was really good. Actually, we're pretty thankful for Envy to come in and sub in because it was a last-minute thing. There was a family emergency with Arrow, and so I had to pull out some cards, and boom, Envy was like, I'm going to gap every mid laner. And so, yeah, I was like, I don't know if we can do that. And then he played, and he got count mid, and then he won because, Kasumi can't really... Was it Kasumi or was it... No, it was Ezlyfe. Ezlyfe can't 3v1 lane man,
Yeah, fair enough.
Roaming for 30 minutes of the game. Just, I guess a free win.
Alright, Razy's pretty good for doing some charity work. Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. So, Doc, you're on what is considered to be probably the best team, right? Good old Cavalry. Yes. Do you think you're the best team, or do you think there's another one that's a bit over the top of you?
To be honest, I think... Wait, let me have a check.
You got
So, I
Knights,
just- yeah.
Jade Dragons,
So-
and Starcasters.
Yeah, so yesterday was my first game, and I still don't know about the other teams, but to my perspective, I watched the game on last Sunday, and I saw Starcaster versus Cavalry, and Jade Dragon versus Knight. Yeah, and I think yesterday game was like, game 1 was good, but the game 2 and 3, it was like, a little bad. And I think the most standout players is Blazon, because he keeps on, stealing all those objectives, and we couldn't able to get those objectives.
But
And
you
also-
actually reckon he was? I feel like he had like 10 CS. I like.
Yeah, but like, no,
Yeah.
because he keep on stealing the Baron and then the Dragon, and all the objectives.
Yeah.
That makes us lost, yeah. And also, our team, the third game, I think my team was doing very well, but then we made some very bad decision, and we giving kills I don't know what happens, but I just try to stay safe, farm at top, and I wanna know how the Olaf will play, and I found out it's kind of so aggressive.
So do you think that they're better than you, or do you think you guys just played badly?
So up until now, yesterday was just a stream, and I already know. So I just wanna pick some, basic gem. I just wanna scout them. Let's see how they play, and then when it comes to an actual tournament, maybe you find out.
That's ominous.
All right, we'll find out. So you've only played the 3 games yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He subbed in for SK Zark, so SK Zark has actually departed from the team. Unfortunately,
Get him out of here.
he did not make the cut.
Get him out.
Uh,
See why outside.
So we had to pull the papers, had a look at all the trialies, and had a look at all the players that were actually potentially looking for a team. And then we ended up having Doc over, and because he is a friend, or he's a Radial's friend, and turns out he's pretty good. He actually clapped me the day before after 4 months of not playing League.
See, I get to be in this wonderful position where I'm not another player, so it doesn't matter if I flame the other players. I'm not a part of MCOM. It doesn't matter if I flame MCOM. I can say whatever the fuck I want. I'm under no control obligations or anything. I'm a free spirit right now. I don't care if someone gets kicked out. Get Doc in here. Let's go. Righto. Doc, who do you think was the best player from what you've seen and what you've played against? You got to stand out. Perhaps
up
someone
until
that you'd
now,
want to play with on your team, or maybe you think
Play
you're the
with?
best in the whole world and you can say yourself.
I
You
would
watched
say not the
2 games
not
on
the
stream,
best.
you've played 3 games. Who do you reckon? The one that stood out to you the most?
I would say I'm not the best, but I think the one that I want to be in my team is maybe. It's a hard decision, eh?
Yeah, Phil, look at your tier list. Have a look who you thought was really good. I know that Raiden,
I think-
Among Us, good, and Worgen.
I think it's Arrow.
Arrow? Okay.
Yeah. During the game he makes makes calls and effective calls. Yeah. And his skills is also good. So
Oh, you're Midlaner.
Yeah. Aerodynamic.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, Arrow's pretty good. He's an outstanding player. I reckon he's very consistent. I do worry about his AP champ pool though. We've only seen the Salas come out from him occasionally. He used to predominantly be a Yasuo physical damage dealing mid laner, but now it's he's got the Salas. Maybe he might pull out something else, but I don't think he's got that many AP champs, so that could be something that other teams can exploit.
Absolutely.
The Salas, and he's got nothing, which is I mean, so Lumen said in Twitch chat he can play Carly as well, which is
Yeah,
probably why they love
his
him.
Akali was good. I didn't mind his Akali. His mechanics in lane was pretty good, but he ended up inting a bunch of times on the Akali because he was super over eager, wanted to get some kills, and just started fucking headfirst diving in enemy team and dying. So Yeah,
I think the
that-
boy is just a
that
little too
was-
hyped.
He was really overeager and dying. The Silas game, he looked really good on, turning a couple fights that I thought he was going to die in. So his mechanics in that were decent against the Akshan mid lane. A couple fights in the jungle where he played really well. So yeah, I'll give him that. He's really good. And if his comms are good, then honestly, I would rather take a slightly worse player with better comms, because it's a lot easier to teach like League of Legends than it is to teach someone to be more vocal and like good with comms. So for a team comp sort of environment, I like people who are good on comms that can help the team. So yeah, if he's good in the comms you're saying, that's a good choice, I reckon.
I think that's pretty solid.
All right, Mr. Ezlyfe.
How are you?
You've played against him before, haven't you?
Hero.
How'd you go?
I unfortunately didn't get a verse Hero because Envious replaced him last minute before the match.
You got an easier lane. That's fair enough.
Well, 3v1 lane isn't easy, buddy.
I mean, it was easy in every other aspect when the other two members weren't there, when his babysitters weren't there.
Oh, pretty much. But it is what it is.
I've been in that situation in solo queue many times where the support and the jungler come to gank, they kill me, I come back to lane and just wipe the floor with my opponent. That must have been how it felt, right?
Yeah, I mean, killing Envious in lane while he got ganked was pretty sweet, but, you know, it is... The rest of the game I just got clapped, so...
But at what point does it stop being sweet, you know what I mean? Like, if you punch a child, do you feel really good about yourself? Like...
Oh, it depends, you know?
If you beat a capable opponent in a boxing match, you feel really good. But if you punched a 4-year-old, you'd be like, I punched a 4-year-old. I don't really feel good about myself. So it's like,
Depends who you are, really.
are you really satisfied with a victory against Envy? I normally am not, but
Come
to
on,
each
guys.
their own.
As much as everyone's talking about him, I've never actually heard of him until that match. So.
Envy is actually one of the
You know what?
OGs.
Of all the flame I've ever given Envy, you saying you've never heard of him is probably a lower blow than I've ever said. So I'll take that one.
Fair enough. Not arguing it.
Right, so you played against every team, right?
I've only played against Cavalry. We haven't had many matches against other teams. I think we played a scrim
I thought every
match
team had played against
Knights.
each other already.
No, I think we played a scrim match against Knights where they had like 3 fill-ins, and
Oh
so it
jeez.
wasn't really a Knights team, but we haven't played against Jade at all. So
Oh, that was the
Which way
stage
for
game,
him?
right? You guys lost that. I think that was a big throw from you guys.
the
29th
scrim
of Jan.
match.
You throwing
but-
easy? You out here throwing?
Oh, we won the scrim match. Come on.
Oh, did you? I thought you guys lost to Knights.
No, we won 1, lost 1. We only played 2 games.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The second game, it was real close, but we all made some bad plays and ended up throwing it. But
Yeah.
Do you have a standout team that you're most scared to verse or think is the best?
I just want to verse Jade for I'm friends with Blazon, so I would like to kill him a few times, but you know.
Shouldn't be too hard. Unless he
Shouldn't be,
AFKs in
hopefully.
the jungle like usual.
Oh, I'll get him. I'll get him.
Yeah. Good job.
Oh, yeah. So I was wrong. Sorry about that. Starcasters was the Knights game. Knights versus Starcasters, was it? I can't remember. It was one of the Sundays. Starcasters versus Cavalry.
Yeah, it was Starcasters versus Knights, and we had a 25-minute victory and a 33-minute loss.
Yeah. Far out. Sounds right.
Considering they had armor in their team.
Yeah, I
I
remember
don't
that.
think we did too bad.
Yeah,
Armor was
great
15-1 and took 33 minutes to end the game, so
Yeah.
So easy, do you have your standout player? Who do you think's the best or just the scariest to verse?
I've actually seen quite a lot from Worgen. I think he's actually quite decent.
I'd agree with you there. You're not scared of
I'd
Crit
say
Olaf?
he's really, really consistent.
Are you terrified of Crit Olaf?
You know, Olaf, by the looks of it, was just sitting in his lane top the whole time, so...
Actually, in game 3 of the series yesterday, he was out of his lane a lot. The first game he played, he was AFK top lane, dying a bunch. I'll give him that. But the game yesterday, he won lane and just started roaming around the map killing everybody. I was really happy. I thought he was going to AFK top lane like usual.
I unfortunately didn't get to watch those games, but I'll have to go over the vlogs if there are any of them.
Yeah, they are. They uploaded on YouTube and they're on the Twitch as well.
His coach allowed him to play it.
Yeah.
Please tell me he got 15 kills in that game.
No, he got 6 kills and 4 assists.
Oh. Thought Crit Laugh had a bit more in it.
I'm surprised it did that well, so you're overestimating its power, I think.
Oh man, I saw that first game it was pulled out, so...
Yeah, and it didn't get 15 kills, it was like 1 in 5 or something, wasn't it?
Oh man, when 3 people have to run top lane to kill a Crit Laugh, it's pretty funny.
It's hilarious. Anyway. Is there any other questions, Razor, you want to ask?
I think we're missing Kelzyy. So just Kelzyy and then
Yeah.
And we'll just vibe, yeah.
Let's unlock the Kelzyy then.
Exists.
So how many top laners we got in here? 3. This is not a very diverse podcast we got going on here. What's
Everyone
going
else
on?
couldn't rock up. Like there was a lot of things. So Wergen was supposed to be here. We had Mikey who was supposed to be here from Cavalry.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. None of the lads wanted to come in and enjoy the show, so I guess they're like at home watching the podcast now. So those things that are too sensitive, lads. People might get hurt.
That's well, it's too late for that. I've already crossed that boundary. Kelzyy, how you doing?
I'm fine. 40 minutes later. That's good.
You've been listening? You got anything to say before I start asking random questions?
No, I just want to beat up a 4-year-old still.
Ah, that's
I said
fair
yes
enough.
instantly and forgot I was muted.
He was, unfortunately, he's a mid laner, so maybe we can talk him into going top. No, not you, the 4-year-old.
Oh, well, I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, anyway, best team. Go.
Sheesh. Well, I'm just gonna say my team. To be honest, I'm pretty happy with our team. Low key, I think we got some real big potential. Our players are really solid, and we're all like improving extremely quickly from what I've seen.
You know, I think you're a contender. I'd put you and Cavalry pretty close.
I think our we've played very minimally together, and yet our communication and we're like extremely comfortable together as a cohort. So,
Razy, how many teams coming out of this? Is it just 1 or is it 2?
No, there's supposed to be 4 in total, but the players are going to be like fully set. So to join the split. And then
So all 4 of these teams could come out as fully made teams ready to go into.
And then, yeah, and then because then the best 2 teams we can just send out to play into the actual plat tournaments, and then we can just keep stomping every other org as what we've been doing. So it doesn't really matter what everyone else is trying to do because we're probably going to win it anyways. Through this program. Yeah. So the chances are, because we're so competitive and we're training like weekly, right? Our teams that do go out there and participate, chances are we just steamroll tournaments, and that's always been the case. So every time we show up, it's always a top 4 placing. So yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting to see how our org does fare against other organizations.
Curious to see which orgs are running tournaments for this year.
Yeah, I am too, because I think honestly, like with our rosters, even as they are, like without like too much of the coaching staff pumping time into some of these teams and players, I think they could definitely contend like top 10.
Ryan de Platte was pretty quiet last year as far as I remember. Hopefully things start to pick up. But
yeah, the wind is starting to blow. A lot of people are talking about hosting tournaments. A lot of shit talking is going on in other servers.
Good. I love the shit talk.
We're just waiting, really. That's what our org's good at doing, right? We just mind our own business, and then once tournaments come in, boom, we come up. The rock will stomp everyone else, and then get back to training really. Yeah.
So, Kelzyy, you think the best player is on your team, or you think it's somewhere else?
I don't think the best player lies within our team yet.
Oh. Yet?
Yet. But
Oh.
well, mostly because I've been watching a lot. I've watched a lot of Mikey's games. He plays really solid. I think Arrow's really solid. Cavalry is a really solid lineup, but gotta give it to my boy Aurelio. He's the best.
You reckon?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Wow. They got gap bot lane so hard. What?
And that's okay. And that's okay. Happens. I wish to live in delusion.
Hey Kelzyy, out of curiosity, who do you think has been underperforming the most in the past couple games?
Underperforming the most.
Oh, that's a spicy question. Yeah, let's go.
Gee.
No good answer.
Damn, you're gonna make me say this.
Alright, including the previous Sunday, by the way, including the previous Sunday. They can be like still, you know, they could have been previous player that trialed, so yeah. Or anyone out.
Gotta give an honorable mention to my boy Zark. Poor lad. Yeah. He's my honorable mention.
Who do you guys reckon? Anyone else? Among Us? Doc? Ezlyfe? Even Shoutouts?
I'd say Korean Weeb on my behalf.
Korean Weeb, you reckon?
Yeah, underperforming. 100%.
Underperforming?
For a player that I would have rated like A tier, S tier, when the tournament first started, I was expecting a lot more. Like, when I versed him last year, his only downfall was the fact that he never really pushed a lead when he got a lead.
Yeah.
And he got a pretty good lead against, who was it, Zark, that game. And
beat
like,
Zark.
he had nothing
He's
to
the
show
goat.
for it on Camille.
Yeah.
Didn't really impact the lane, but that's pretty much all I really thought high of coming into this tournament.
What about you, Mayhem? Who do you think?
I think as long as we don't talk over each other, we can like sort of open it up and talk as a group rather than one at a time. But for me, who do I think is underperforming? I didn't see a lot from Dollop, to be honest. I don't know if he's the worst. I don't know if I'd say that, but every game I saw Dollop in the jungle sort of farming. The rest of the team's kind of popping off, going around out doing things. Maybe he's the man who's sitting in the jungle telling everyone where to go and being great in comms, but otherwise, I don't know. I feel like a better jungler in that team, and they're going to win every Underplat tournament.
I'd like to contend this a little bit by saying if you're measuring his performance in the Jade Dragons 3 games, I think in 2 of those games he made it completely unplayable for our mid lane. In the Belveth game he generated a massive gold lead and we ended up winning by a bit of a team gap. We banned 3 to 5. Oh, not 3
He
to
popped
5,
off on
2 to
Belveth, I'll give him
4
that.
We banned so many jungle champions. He never had his Udyr. He didn't get his Malkites. We put so many resources into stopping him, and he still did pretty good.
Yeah,
That might have been why he underperformed from what I was expecting, because you banned all his champions. That might have been one. That makes sense.
I feel like he had triple Blazon's like CS on that Belveth game at one point. I was like, what is going on? This is beyond a Flame Horizon here, guys. This is quite intense.
It was funny when Blazon was playing Evelyn, he had like 4 farm. That was pretty cute.
Yeah.
54 farm at like 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was kind of.
I have no idea how he got any kills that game, but he was popping off near the end of the game. That was strange.
10 Yasuo jungle.
Yeah, literally. That was like.
He was 1-5 on Evelyn, and then he ended like 10-10 or something. He just started getting fucking kills out of everywhere, finding kills
Imagine
everywhere. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see more games. I want to see more Knights versus Starcasters. So we get those games going this Sunday, right?
I'm pretty sure yes. Let me just
It's Knights versus Cavalry, isn't it?
Got some stuff to look forward to, huh?
It's Cavalry versus Knights this Sunday.
Oh.
That's going to be really,
Why
really.
is Starcasters not
yeah.
playing? I thought they were going to have
No,
3 games
Starcasters
between
against Jade
No,
Dragons.
Jade
they
and
are,
Cavalry
yeah.
and then 3
You
against
picking
Knights.
favorites, Mayhem?
No, I'm saying I want to see the teams that haven't played as much play more so I can make better
Yeah.
decisions.
Yeah, Starcasters
Did you watch the
Starcasters
Cavalry
play
games also?
after.
I mean, Starcasters versus us game?
The one that was on stream?
No, it was not streamed. It was a scrim.
Didn't know because
Yeah.
I was casting.
But Starcasters are going to be playing at 7 p.m. versus Jade Dragons this Sunday. But the first game 1's going to be Cavalry versus Knights at 6 p.m. So I think the game 1's going to be super tight because I do think that Knights and Cavalry are probably the top 2 team, contesting that 1 and 2 spot at the moment, in my personal opinion. That's
Blasm
what I've seen.
desperately wants to know who I think the best team is. Cavalry.
Cavalry, you reckon, by far? It's like Jade Dragons just took the dubs against them.
Yeah. I still think that they're better.
Yeah.
I feel bad saying that loss to Jade Dragons is an insult. I know it's because they end up throwing a little, but it still stings a little.
I mean, if you can't close out a game, you don't deserve to win it.
Yeah, I think they make a lot of mistakes in the mid to late game that they need to be probably coached on, but individually, skill levels, they were doing really well in lane. They're all popping off. Mickey's a fucking god. Golden's running around the map like almost solo winning the game for this team. Doc's solid in the top lane. I don't know. I think that team's the best in my opinion.
Maybe I'm a little bit... I'm looking at everyone's individual rankings for the players. I see a lot of good mentions on golden features, and I put him in D, and I feel a little out of the pack, but I just see that man... I see that man dying for nothing all the time in team fights.
They banned the crank.
It's like, go in, hit engage ability, and then like walk in further as Pike as though you're a 3000 HP blitzcrank.
His Pike game was trolling.
That was...
That was like a massive shot after his blitz performance, and then off blitz it was kind of underwhelming. You are right.
They did ban 3 of his champions that game, but yeah, it was his Pike wasn't very good. He was hitting the hooks on Pike, but he was overextending and dying and doing a bunch of stupid shit.
If you also if you pay attention to how features throws the hook, he always throws it in one direction, like below the champion. Like,
Yeah, closest is
very-
Cal. Very telegraphed.
yeah, it was very telegraphed. It became.
You
Very
just walk
telegraphed.
straight. If you guys are gonna get hooked by him, just walk
Like,
straight.
If anyone
They're
that
done.
got hooked just stood still, he would have missed like 80% of them.
Just don't hold flash for the next game.
I think it's just everyone literally
All
tries
that.
to dodge his hook, but like he just knows, so he's like anticipating that you guys try to dodge the hook, and then he actually hooks you. It's
No,
like,
we'll get the hang of it.
yeah, just walk straight. Like, try it. Try if you're playing against him.
I
Hopefully
feel
that
like this
helps.
is a bait.
Watch the VOD. Go watch the VOD, and you guys will be like, oh, okay.
He's listening. He's gonna use this against us.
Yeah, well, that's the
Well, I hope so,
the faults
because
of
I'm
talking
sick
about
and
this
tired of
stuff on
knowing
stream,
things
right?
get thrown.
There's benefits like for talking about it. It's fun. There's content, but anytime we say something like this player's playing bad, guess what? They hear it and go, "Screw you guys! I'm gonna go grind some solo queue," and then they come back next session, and now they're playing amazing. So every time you say something like this, it changes everything, which is fun and interesting. And I love to do it.
Fun to be an open book, but you gotta be careful.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter to me because I'm only here for entertainment. I don't care who's playing the best.
You care who's playing Olaf.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't get if AmogusFan entered every game, went crit Olaf every game. I'd still find him the most entertaining player, and I'd still rather watch him than watch anyone doing well.
I mean, you invented the MEP. That's impressive.
It's iron to plat, dude. If I wanted to watch high level good gameplay, I wouldn't be watching this, right? I'm here for entertainment, not for learning or any like high level education or anything. I'm here to have fun. I don't care who's winning or what's doing what. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. And if tomorrow the team that's playing the best is playing the worst, it doesn't matter to me. I'm invested in fun and entertainment. That's all I care about.
On the flip side, watching SK's Arc Lane really giving me some tips. I feel honoured to watch him. I've been learning a lot.
Good to hear. Okay.
Black flame. It's okay.
Dude, I think he was actually a jungle main, and then he wanted to roll top. I think jungle
Yeah.
top.
Personality,
He
it
did have
makes
a
sense.
lot of jungle games. Like,
Yeah, but Stefan's was like we were actually considering like swapping Stefan's and Zark over, but then I don't know. I guess he just
Well, thank
departed.
the Lord you didn't.
But yeah, it could have gone either way really.
Bosco Tarzan.
But I think Knights with their full roster with like Tezza back and Blue Liquor being AD, like I'm still like shaky about Sharky being the mid laner because then you have like Misana, right? I think Misana is significantly stronger at laning than Sharky is.
Very good.
Yeah, and his comms are super good. So it's just like, yeah, like so I see Knights as a real like strong roster in the Plat League at least. If they do field their starters, and I know that like Tezza's just coming back from Taiwan. He'll be back here in like a couple of weeks, I think. And then Exonaut, who was the
Solid
former
player.
top laner, yeah, he's back now. But then I think Kelzyy is still taking the starter spot. So who knows if maybe like one of the top laners underperformed, then maybe Kelzyy or Exonaut might pick up that spot on the other teams.
Exonaut Starcasters win.
There you go. I think maybe not. I think Korean Weeb is like you guys said, right? Is the only one, the only top laner that's underperforming at this point in time. So
Talk all the shit. Watch him gapping in Sunday. But...
yeah,
I don't know if you checked the tier list, but the only person I put in S tier is myself.
yeah.
So, you know.
He's ST. Mayhem's ST.
Mayhem is
did
the
you
best
wanna
player in
show-
Under Plat. It's true.
No, he's not. He finished Diamond before, but then like because of the season reset, he's actually allowed to play. Because he was no higher than D4. So yeah. Did you want to show our tier list and what we've done, Mayhem, on the stream?
Ooh, we're going public.
Okay.
So yeah, we can just show people our own thoughts.
I'm gonna change. I had it set to a browser source, but I can't scroll, so I'm just gonna share my whole screen. I think window capture. This will do.
Yeah.
Boom. Tier lists. Here they are. Someone put me in. Someone changed my name to D tier. I'm gonna cry.
Where you belong, Mayhem. I
What
love you.
the hell? Lumen, all my takes are the best, so you need to deal with it, okay? Just suck it
S tier caster. Love you.
up. S tier player 2, excuse me. Let me just fix that, whoever... There we go, much better. Okay, we have our tier lists.
showing in the podcast.
I don't know if we should bother going through one at a time.
I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music and I stay here for the night. I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind.
Misana is really good, whether he's like mid or AD. I think mid lane would be really good, and Werg and Iroh I think are like the two players that are like really right. As you can see on my tier list, they're the only two players that are actually ST. And I also think Tempest is pretty good, but I just haven't seen him this year and how he'll cope with the meta. And as far as like DT, I've got Seeker, Soy, Cody, Stephens, and Blazon in the DT. Yeah, so obviously I feel like these guys can play a lot significantly better, but they're just underperforming in my books. But yeah, there you go, Mayhem.
All right. Shots, you're up.
Alright. Yeah, I don't really have anyone in except for Dollop in A tier. I don't think anyone's really like played without fault. Even Dollop has really faulted a bit in the scrims yesterday. But yeah, no one's really like pushing their leads or absolutely stomping lane.
If you're expecting Iron to Plat players to play without fault, then I think you're in the wrong game.
I know. I know there's going to be fault.
If that's your criteria of good player, then you're in the wrong league, buddy. We're under Plat here.
Good player.
Yeah, but it's good is relative. We're talking good Iron to Plat. Okay.
Yeah, that's like Dollop to A tier. But yeah, I'll never get over Soy not playing an item, so he's got his own tier at the moment. That's pretty much it. Golden features. I mean, I would have, if all he had was Blitzcrank and that's all I could have gone off, I reckon he would have been A tier. But after his Blitzcrank got banned, yeah, there was some pretty letdown games last night that kind of made me question if he is really as great as he's hyped up. Yeah, like, I remember you guys were bringing up Aerodynamic as a really good player, but then we go back to the games with Silas last night, and he was taking a lot of fights where it was 1v3 or 1v2 that he probably didn't need to take. He could have just left. And that really changed really opened my eyes for my own opinion against that player at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's pretty much my tier list.
Rightio, next up we got Doc himself.
Alright, so I just joined the org recently, so I don't really know much about other players. So yeah, just being humble.
AmogusFan A tier.
Yeah. Just gonna praise the boys a bit, you know. And for Mickey, I think his position and hit and run is good. So yeah, that's basically all I can see from him in team fights. I didn't observe him when he's in the landing phase. So yeah, I didn't really know much about it. So yeah. And golden features, during the game, he makes a lot of calls with our jungle, which is Dollop, and they rammed a lot in the first game. So yeah, it's just gonna give him a straight A.
So Aurelial is milk. Is that what I'm gathering here?
Yeah.
I'm looking over the VOD. Oh, no wonder I didn't remember seeing Aurelial play. Stupid name, trying to make us say that, and oh my god. Change your name, dude. Trying to cast that is so annoying. Yeah, milk me step bro. The jinx.
I mean, if you want.
That makes sense. I think I've played against him in solo queue as well. A couple of times, actually. Yeah. I hate you, but you did pretty well. I'll give him that. That's everyone was like, oh, Radio's not that bad. I'm like, yeah, I don't remember seeing him play at all. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, Radio's alright. Who we got next? Doc has put himself S tier, of course. Wait, someone moved me down to A tier. Let me just... Sorry. There we go. Kelzyy.
Yes, ma'am.
You have some sort of a tier list or something, right?
I do.
Something along those lines?
So, well, I think it's pretty honest.
Oh, alright. Hit us up. Every top laner is great. Except for you, who's
Korean.
D tier.
Oh, whoa.
It's not
Who
my...
put me as that?
That's your own list, man. I'm just going off your own list.
I had it as blue.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just going off your own list.
Someone changed it back. This is ridiculous.
Is blue
right.
below D tier? Is that what we're gathering?
I mean, sure. Who is changing all these things up? Someone's changing me to D tier. I think that most of the top laners are pretty solid, but I think the mid, the ADCs and the top laners are solid, but that's mostly because I just focus on those type of people when I'm watching the games. I haven't really seen anything extremely crazy in the jungle yet, but who knows? We might see something come out. And the I don't know. I'm an avid support role hater, so that's why I
Yeah,
have
fair enough. Screw
such
supports.
low rankings on the supports.
Yeah,
Boosted
that's fine.
ass role. But I think that Code and Golden have some pretty decent potential. So that's where my standpoint is on the players. I think everyone has solid potential.
Why do you think Sharky is ST, and why do you think Stefan and Soitraline are DP? Just curious,
Look,
like.
with Stephens, I don't know him that well, but he was like it was just like the low CS, the low gold. That's all.
Okay.
It just seemed like he wasn't on the map much. He's great. He's like great with comms, and he's like a pretty good player himself. Soitraline, too many deaths. Too many deaths. No support item. It's kind of troll. That's all. Small things.
Everyone's harping
why
on
is
the
Sharky
no
ST?
support item. That's what feels bad.
I like. I mean, you're going into a game. You can't be forgetting items. That's
It's-
simple.
It's beside, like I said when I was casting, besides jungle, it's the worst lane to forget an item. In other lanes, it's more forgiving. You mess out on some stats, that sucks, but you know what? It's fine. Not stacking your support item is really painful.
If I could, I'd probably like change Stefan's like a tier higher. Like I feel like D tier might be a bit harsh, but yeah. As I said, I think everyone has decent potential. We need to see more games out. We need more information.
Yeah, I really want more information. Knights
The
and
week's just
Starcasters
was
is just the big blind spot for me. I can't really confidently say anything about them too much.
Maybe I'll try and whip out some solo kills.
Alright. Solo
Maybe.
kill them up.
Yikes.
Alright, easy life. I'm seeing
Hello.
a lot of blue on your side of things.
Yikes.
There's a
Maybe
lot of
I'm
blue
just a little
here.
bit nicer than everyone else.
Oh my god, there's 2 greens as well.
Whoa.
Straight up, just for the Olaf top. Mad respect.
Oh, you're
There's no greater
trolling.
respect than that.
You're trolling.
Hey, it was entertaining.
He's my favorite player
Exactly
to watch,
what
and
I
I
wanted.
wouldn't even put him up there.
Biggest black player. So much
You're
hype.
trolling. But go on.
So, again, I still haven't seen most of it play anyway, but I've heard good things about Doc, Aerodynamic. Haven't really seen the rest of them apart from Golden Features. I took down from A or S tier because as soon as I saw that Pike game, he
Yeah.
didn't really have anything. You know, like the Blitzcrank was good. Like, it fucking got me, so I can say that. But yeah, apart from that, just wasn't really anything else. But I need to see him on more games to actually 100% say what he is. Same thing with everyone else. Soy, no items. That's basically just inting at that point. Just thrown in the early game.
Well, Easy
And
Life's up
then-
next, so I'm curious what he has to say about everyone flaming his support for not the item. And then?
What else do we have? Most of the mid laners I've seen have been relatively decent. I still haven't seen, like, I've watched a few of the games, like Kasumi was pretty good on, I think it was Syndra he was playing in the first game of the first set of trials. And he did really well, he was roaming and everything. Got everyone.
Kasumi was playing
got everyone
Talon,
through.
and he got dicked on by
Kasumi got
Sharky's...
dicked on.
Oh, was that Sharky? Or was that...
Sharky was
Oh
playing
no, he got
Syndra.
dicked on.
To be
Oh,
fair,
Sharky.
to be
Sorry,
fair,
Sharky, yeah.
he only lost because of the matchup. I'm looking at the game now.
Granted, though, granted, yeah, the
It's
matchup was
33
bad
minutes
for him.
in that I'm watching. Kasumi's level 17, Sharky's level 15. He's only 0-3 and 0-1 and 3, should I say? So
What's
all things
the,
considered, I think Sharky did. Kasumi did amazing into
What
that.
was the farm difference there though? Because I'm pretty sure it was almost 100 at that point.
Currently, it's
Kasumi had almost,
33
like,
minutes.
300.
Kasumi's at 316 and Sharky's at 223.
Yeah, it's almost 100 farm difference. That'll make up for
in
any kills.
in a
any
losing
kill
matchup.
difference.
Well, sort of, because like Weapon was saying in the cast, you really need to get ahead on assassins. So he was struggling to do anything because he couldn't pop off in the early game.
Yeah.
So he was dealing a lot of damage in the back of team fights and being pretty useful, but I think draft like ruined his whole game.
That's just how it is though, because if you're going Talon into Syndra, you're just going to get thrown away every single time you try to engage. It's hard from, and I can understand like Warriors coming from though.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
but it
do
comes
have to
down
be
like, picking,
Yeah.
picking that pick too. Like you're in a team environment.
Yeah,
He did
I feel
great,
like-
all
I
things
feel like
considered,
Talon is
but he
more of a
shouldn't have
solo
picked
queue
it.
player.
Yeah, it's a solo
Yeah.
queue chance. It's
It's a
crazy
solo
that
queue
it was
champ.
picked.
Yeah.
Not to mention the team comps. They had this Braum, Warwick, some fat Renekton, and then Syndra. It's like if you pick a melee assassin, you're never getting Lucian. It's not happening.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, what do you plan to Syndra that we can go? It's like I play this melee assassin, this melee assassin, this melee assassin.
Oh, that
Do
was
you have anything
comms.
that's not a melee assassin?
Oh,
to
no.
okay to Syndra?
well, we
I
banned
think
out your
even
Zed.
Zed. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, you
We
did.
banned it out because we thought the only assassin that would be useful in this situation would be Zed, and we wanted to bait the Talon pick.
Oh, that was good.
Easy.
Fire
Good shit.
out.
Our
Don't
draft
get
was
bad.
ridiculous.
Yeah, you outdrafted.
Yeah,
it
was a really
That's
nice
just how it
draft.
is though. Like it all comes down to the end.
You-
Like the
you
game all
also
comes
feel
down
like
to the draft.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
do
think it
have,
was like overdraft. Sorry, yeah?
I think the thing with like you guys are talking about his insane farm is like he is on an AD champion built for easy wave clear. He built Ravenous Hydra. He soaked all of their resources and did nothing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Although
Like,
100
I think that's
CS up, he was like 6 KP down.
Like all he was doing was collecting like the side lanes. I was pressuring on both ends. It was
He currently has 3 KP out of 14 at 35 minutes. So
That's nuts.
it's
He
literally
also,
just the pick though. He couldn't do anything. It sucks, but
Yeah.
yeah.
He also
It's just how it is
overstepped
into
in,
that kind of matchup though. Anyway.
I think he lost them soul at one point because I TP'd behind him and he
Yeah.
jumped right into my TP. Disgusting
The
TP.
comms there was it was like, oh, Renekton's TPing, and because it's over like the side of the wall in the blue jungle close to Dragon, and so his reasoning was, Renekton's over this wall, we can pick him, the team can't get there, enemy team has Warwick ult, Braum dash, Lucian dash, Syndra artillery. It's like, no, this isn't a pick, get out.
Dude, we need to do this more
TPing
often.
is
This
one
is
shot.
fun.
It was really bad because we squashed you all into one area because I said just pounce on him and then just TP'd.
Yep.
And then we all just like went and Code hit the most disgusting Braum ult I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, real.
And then you guys just got
I love
smacked.
this
mean,
because
from-
I got to see the games from caster point of view, like knowing everything, seeing everything, and then we have a person from each team who has comms point of view. Like
if we can record comms,
Oh, so nice
oh
for-
my god, you have no idea. If you can record comms,
it's
that
so
would be
fun for a
so elite.
podcast just to have all
Yeah.
these point of views and talk about the games. I love it.
It was
I
a
think,
fun match.
right? Yeah, fun match. I think also there was one point where we like flipped a Baron fight, and we had like this one good fight that goes on your jungle. I crit Olaf, good chat into. No, we like won that, converted Baron, and we were pressuring Soul as like we have a slight gold advantage. We have scaling champions. It's winnable now, and Talon dies in bot jungle. It's like
That was horrible. He flipped in and just got caught, and I was like, okay, sure. I did steal the 700 gold bounty, to be honest. But,
Yeah, that was right before Soul. He flipped into 5 people. I just watched it happen. It was fun.
yeah, I gotta steal that kill. You guys gave too much of the map.
Yep.
Yeah,
We could've,
Talon sucks into this comp. I'm just watching. It's
100%. We
really
could have ended
bad.
10 minutes earlier.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Welcome to Iron Plat. That's what happens. Every single game is like, oh, the other team should have ended 10 minutes ago.
I think it was just when like Syndra TP'd. When Syndra TP'd into their base, I think we could have killed them in the
Yeah.
lift. But worked out. Who cares?
Syndra
keep
didn't
it
get
in.
the full base there, did she? She got like both the towers, I
She
believe.
got both
She got both
and the
turrets,
yeah.
and then Worgen killed her.
And once we got that inhib, we won one fight because no crit Olaf. He was beating me up bot lane, which I shouldn't have taken. But yeah, we just ended through top.
Yeah, I remember. Got the solo kill. Don't care. Worth.
I don't get it. You do so much damage. It's not fair.
It's almost like he's full crit or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's why I ignored him the
It's
entire
almost
game.
like full damage is the only thing he can do. So he better do lots of damage, or else his champion kind of sucks.
I
don't
can't
know,
wait
I
for it to
treated
get
him-
banned every game, and the Twitch chat's gonna cry with me.
No. I'm gonna keep your Olaf open.
Good,
I
good.
got ideas. I got ideas.
Just find
I'll treat you
counterpicks
like
and give
my
it to him.
ex-girlfriend.
Oh
Treat you like
my
my
God.
ex-girlfriend, you know?
I'm at like the best like
With love and support? Is that?
No, just completely ignore him and block him out of my
Oh
life.
my god! Jesus!
Love you.
Righto.
It's
I
intense.
get the impression that no one's gonna ban Olaf, because if you ban Olaf, Twitch chat will hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch chat is in love with that pick at the moment.
You'll take such a like team morale dump for banning Olaf, even if you win the game, it's not worth it.
Yeah, the thing is, your team's going to get a morale boost because they're very happy that you're not playing Crit Olaf. Everyone on your team's going to be like, hell yes, anything but Olaf.
He might leave top lane sometime.
Honestly, it like he is the solo carrier of their team. I ain't gonna lie. Crit Olaf solo carrying that team.
I don't know. Morgan's OP.
Yeah, like, okay, sure. No. You make a good point, but like, the damage.
Yeah, I don't know. Morgan's OP.
Look at his games. He's like consistent, like, pure damage.
I love how there's a meta developing around this Iron to Plat. Just this little one baby meta where everyone has to try and figure out how to deal with Olaf.
Yeah, like Doc said,
I'm just gonna say it, I'm the only one.
Yeah, Doc's over here like watching the VODs and writing notes down and what do I do against Olaf?
Has anyone else soloed you, Amogus?
No.
Kelzyy, right?
Ah, oh look at that. Look at
Only
that.
Kelzy's the only one that's soloed.
Doc soloed me when I wasn't with the Darius V set. I got soloed in that lane, and I'm Matt soloed him in the other two.
I'm the only one to conquer the crit Olaf.
Yeah, he's the man who climbed the mountain. Yeah, I'd like to mention how on almost everyone's tier list, Worgen is either A or S with a very rare B. I think everyone agrees that
I
it's
just
a
don't
really
see
great
much.
DVC.
I think he's disgustingly good. I definitely agree.
He plays a million champions, performs on all of them. Like, also, sorry to cut off like whoever was clearing their throat, but I'm gonna take up space here, like a fat guy on the subway.
Subway? You're a Kiwi. Get that American lingo out of here.
Look, man, I've been watching.
Hey man, on the subway.
The subway, man.
Bro.
There was this fat guy, man. He was
Speaking of bro, you've got 2 days until I can gift you Broloff.
Ah, mashallah.
But yeah,
I really,
Sunday's game.
That's it.
Gonna be really exciting.
Worgen's like puppeteering support through lane. It's like, okay, we're gonna do this lane. So it's like, oh, okay. And then team fights, he's like, alright, you're gonna Nautilus hook this person. It's like, okay. And you're gonna ult this person. It's like, he's playing 2 champions and playing them both well.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Okay.
I feel like Soy isn't actually that bad. It's just like when he was in Jade Dragons with Troy and like that roster, right? They had a successful run and they won the actual last championship.
Yeah, we won the last Iron Plat.
Yeah, I
Like
think
the
you're all
actual
trolling, and
last
all you
nation.
can remember is the fact that he forgot his item. But he played. He's not. I wouldn't say he's the best
consider
player,
him
but
a
he's
friend.
definitely not bad.
I consider him a friend, so I'll put him in
Yeah,
his own.
I love Kevin. He's
Yeah,
such a good
he's the
dude.
nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
He played fine. You're all just too stressed out over one game where he forgot an item.
Yeah, now you guys are blaming him, putting him on DP.
It's like the meme, like, you know.
So much flame, the poor guy.
And in the same team, you're gonna get a crit Olaf. Like, it's just bug.
On the one side, it's like, okay, maybe we are being a little bit like he's like the nicest fucking guy. But then on the other side, it's like, go Lulu, 11 dips, go Nautilus.
Yeah.
Strategic death.
We do have to close the stream out
Yeah,
soon, guys.
I was gonna say we'll go down the list of everybody and last goodbyes. Shoutouts. Do you want to shout your Twitter out so people can come follow you and whatever? Starting with AmogusFan.
Oh, great. What torturous question am I going to have to explain myself about here?
It's your Twitter. So, yeah.
You can just throw your Twitter
Your
out.
Twitter, mate.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta do.
not much. Just a quick hoorah.
I feel like I have to create a public Twitter account that I'm okay with people
Just say
seeing.
you don't have one and we move on.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't have
Jesus Christ, man.
I feel like that took you long enough.
do I make an acceptable alt, or do I just say I don't have one?
Alright, AmogusFan doesn't have one. We're gonna move on, Doc. You got
Same
any?
here, Doc.
You got a Twitch that you want to shout out? You got a Twitter? You want to just say goodbye to everybody? What's the deal?
The only thing I want to say is just watch out for my performance in future.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Okay, calm down.
Doc's popping off
TLSV
soon.
Talks.
Keep an eye out for Doc. He's scary. All right, easy life. You have
Don't
the
have
floor.
one, buddy. No one has Twitter these days.
Oh, you got a Twitch? You a big
Nah.
old streamy boy?
Nah.
Unlucky.
Oh, I should stream.
Should stream.
You
I'll
got
give it a go.
you got anything to
You got
say?
you.
Any spicy
Just-
words to leave us with?
Any spicy words? Ooh. I don't think I got anything right now, but I'll have to think of something for next time.
Do you have at least a goodbye, like a regular human being?
Oh, I suppose I can do that.
Wonderful.
Goodbye, team.
That'll do. See ya. He's game, he's life.
Your mum.
Kelzyy.
Yo,
have the floor.
I don't have socials, but just like Doc, watch out. You know what I mean?
Mate, what's up,
Why
mate?
did you sound like a commentator on a Randy Orton game?
So, watch
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
You wait for my pocket pick.
Okay. The Olaf counter.
You're not ready. You're genuinely not ready.
Ivan top lane incoming. Don't worry.
He's stealing our supporters here.
Yeah.
Wait, can Olaf get blinded? Is Teemo OP? Teemo new meta?
No, but I know a few very good picks into
Okay.
it, so
We won't spoil the surprise. We want to see it on stream. We'll move on.
I wasn't gonna tell you. Don't worry about it. I'm a secretive man. I got a secret of life.
Alright. Well, say goodbye. Don't be rude.
Goodbye.
Sayonara! Goodbye. Okay.
That's awkward, bro.
We'll go with Skull, and then we'll close out with Razy, I reckon.
Alright.
Sounds good.
My Twitter's Oshots.
Hey, I follow you. You got some stupid Discord name I didn't recognize you.
But I do want to say, I'm expecting a lot more from top laners and these picks are just.
Hey, pick your game up, alright? Get
Please,
better.
no more set. I'm sick and tired of seeing set.
No more set, guys.
Wait, no, in the best of three, I don't remember who was playing it. I think it might have been Doc. There was one turnaround fight where he flashed W and one-shot the ADC. It was nuts.
Real.
That was awesome.
That one for the whole game.
Yeah, that's worth it.
You also got solid on Cassandra.
Look, I'm here for entertainment only, okay? And that was very entertaining. So
I want
that's
to see some Camille, some Fiora.
Okay.
Camille's actually being played, not existing.
Cop.
I want to see someone try Kled.
If someone locks Kled against me, I might
wait. Full crit Kled
small
Amogus
orphanage-
fan incoming. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Some small orphanage might get it.
All right.
Hey,
Anything else, shots before we peace
That's
out?
it. That's it. I've said my part.
Razy, you've got the floor.
okay, thank you so much, Sean.
Whoa,
yeah,
just doxing me like that, dude.
Mayhem, sorry.
We use in-game name for everyone else that comes to me. Thanks, Sean. Like, yeah, cool, man. Give him my address while you're at it, dude. Just
Everyone, I'm sorry. xMayhem. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone that tuned in to the MCOM podcast. Obviously, this is episode 1, the foundation and the tier list. We will be doing this weekly, and hopefully we are going to grab more variety of roles, and hopefully we won't just pick up old top laners today.
next week we're gonna have 4 top laners instead of 3.
Yeah, exactly. Just one of them couldn't come in today, but yeah, it is what it is. Thank you so much to the production crew. Big shout out to Weapon, XBX, and xMayhem, and also Max Formal. Yeah, so you guys should follow them on Twitter. They are awesome. Honestly, like if you guys want to see more of the casting, obviously like we need to support those guys that are doing the casting for the org. And yeah, I'll see you on Sunday for another good show. And it should be a lot of banger, a lot of shit talking. So
We can only hope. Don't worry.
that's right.
As long as I'm on the cast, there's always going to be shit talking.
There you go.
I'll shit talk more on Twitter at Mayhem Talks. Give me a
Yeah,
follow.
exactly. Thank you so much. And just one last information as well for those people that were playing. Obviously, most of the people that were like playing the scrims and on stream, make sure that you guys do grab your VODs and your highlights and start clipping them, because the Twitch is actually going to get rid of them in like a couple of days. So grab the clips, grab some of the highlights, because that will be part of your highlight reel in the future. And you can look
get a
back on
montage.
stream. Yeah, create a montage for yourself. Yeah, so
Ooh.
feel free to pick up some of the plays that you did if you guys did amazing, or if you didn't, even like some int plays, that's okay too. Our production crew and our GFX guys will take care of that as long as you provide good content. But yeah, thank you so much on behalf of the org and the production crew as well. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm excited to see some slow motion TikTok clips over cringy music. So
Yeah, exactly
excited
right.
for that. Get involved with
Coming.
that. Share it on Twitter and at me, and I'll laugh at how cringe you are. That'd be great.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cool. Okay. Well, Sunday's our next scheduled time, and I will hopefully be there and making fun of you all as I do, and we'll see which teams make it through to win everything in the future.
Sounds good.
See you, nerds.
Alright, see y'all.
Later.
Yeah.
See ya.